Awesome game from Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears where they're able to use formation, motion, and creative play design to generate a whole bunch of yards on the ground. This is going to be in the first quarter. We have DJ Moore, a wide receiver type, getting back into that fullback spot, a tight end motioning across the screen for a zone run to the top. And what I want you to think about on these kinds of zone runs is we want to stretch the defense to the front side. And we also want to make sure that we cut off the backside of the defense in case we can't win to that front side. Now, on this look, let's take a look at, well, what does the motion do here? We're going to anticipate, hey, we're going to be able to bump some linebackers over with that motion, and a safety is going to roll down. So the backside of our defense is really this defensive end and, sort of this safety that would be coming down into the box. The way that the Bears are going to be able to take care of that is actually with the quote fullback in DJ Moore is going to work to the flat. Let's make it look like a pass. You want to present just enough body presence for that defensive end. Let's get that safety to say, hey, I need to go make that play while we're really running through that lane. But aside from that, I want you to look at this all pro defensive tackle. We are not going to say, oh, we're just going to block you one on one and try and say we're going to win. No, we are going to present two bodies together to be able to try and push you into that second level. All I want you to look at on this play is going to be that double team. This is an awesome, awesome win at the line of scrimmage. We're giving our players an advantage. We have created this whole entire wall where the Eagles could say, oh, maybe we won front side. Well, look at all of this lane going to the backside. Let's take a look at just what's going on in the backside. Let's look at more working here, right? We can see the safety sort of see, oh, we're making it look like play action. I'm feeling maybe a block's coming here. I need to be able to work around in case this comes into the flat. Also, we've slowed up that defensive end just enough to create. This is where you want to live. I want you to take a look at here after this finishes it up. Just the backside of the play, you can really, really see and feel all of these things happening, right? We're shifting a player who is a real threat into the flat. We're bumping your linebackers over. We are working our double team. We are not going to single block. We're getting all the way up there. This is where you want to live. Like, this is so much space to be able to work through where you've presented just enough here, right? That safety is going out. This is awesome. This is schemed up. This is giving your players an advantage so they can create a bunch of yards before they're even contacted. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different. We're going to have the tight end motioning across. Maybe we look like, hey, we're going to run a jet sweep, but it's actually going to be a wham block on this defensive tackle. We talked about, right, the stretch and the cut. This is going to present just a little bit different. We're going to stretch, yes, to this side, but we're actually going to cut off here with that wham block. And then also we're going to need our left guard to kind of cut off this linebacker. So if this doesn't become the best block in the world, if you're going to, quote, lose, let the linebacker win in that direction because we're actually creating a lane here where we're going to have kind of make it look like it's going to be toss action, but really we are working straight down the middle. That toss action is going to get that safety, convince him that something's going out here. And then let's go ahead and win these blocks, right? Let's work this double team up to the linebacker. Let's be able to block him out because we are creating the stretch-ish effect to this side and we're cutting off the back. So I just want you to look at the cutoffs going in here, right? We have that wham block where by assignment, we're cutting you off, right? Now here, if I lose in one direction, it's fine to lose here because look at all of this space. Look at that big, beautiful lane that is created because again, we are not going to block this guy one-on-one. We are going to double team block you into your linebacker. We're going to push your safety in one direction. We're going to make it look like a toss and just work straight down the middle. Go ahead and make a player miss as well. This is another one where it's so good to look at from the backside. You can feel all of these things happen. We've stretched you out. We've cut off the backside. Now we're making it look like that stretch, but really we're creating a different lane. Nice job here. Get athletic there. Get to the second level. We're trying to cut you off here. We just want to win on this side, push you in this direction. Look at this lane that is happening. This is lovely. This is beautiful. Right safety has to feel over the top with that action. And now we have to be able to run through smoke, right? Run through that arm. Run through that arm. Let's go ahead and make one player miss. An awesome, awesome job by design and really nice job there by the running back. Here we're finally in the second quarter. Now this look, right, we're getting that little shift back. Talked about. It's going to be a run to the bottom of the screen here, right? Stretch the front side, cut off the backside. And this is going to be a little bit different, right? We're going to have another motion coming in, all this different types of movement. We are actually going to get a cornerback or a kind of slot blitz from Cooper DeJean. We're going to let our wide receiver, let's make it look like play action again. Let's try and take care of you. Let's get our fullback working in this direction to actually take out this linebacker. So now our offensive line can just make it 5 for 4 plus 1, right? We're going to cut off 1 and 2 just by our assignments. We're going to make it feel like play action when we're running zone here. Let's look at what happens, right? This linebacker is going to be responsible there. All right. Well, you've taken him out. Can we present enough to this nickel to make him feel like, okay, I need to go get that play action fake, right? We're sending a guy into the flat. We're sending a receiver across. This guy is going to want to get a sack, but it's a run play. Then just looking at the rest of the offensive line, right? We're going to end up double and climb, right? Let's push them out. We're in a beautiful spot where look at all of this green grass. I want you to take a look at the backside of the screen here. We'll talk about that cornerback just in 1 second. Here, let's take a look and feel what are all the things that are happening, right? We're going to be able to take care of him here. We're going to use this to really, present enough. And even if he doesn't see him, all right, well, we've made it feel like and look like and smell like play action. So we can create all of this space going here. I want you to try and make a cornerback into a tackler over and over. Let's take this player's coverage ability out. Not going to be able to make that tackle. Another one, a really nice job by the Bears. Now, this one is just going to be a jet sweep to the bottom of our screen. It's going to be to open up that second half early in the third quarter. And I want you to see a few things, right? Let's look at the communication between these three guys. When the motion is about to happen, you're going to see, hey, right, we got to shift, we got to move. We rotated early into the box, but which we need you to get downhill. You're going to start to see, all right, well, now we have 1, 2, and this player is going to be maybe a little bit late. We're going to feel like this is a positive situation for the offense. So we presented one look. Now the defense, the next time they see it, in the middle of that kind of third quarter, a little bit closer to the end of the third quarter, what are we going to see? Hey, we're already anticipating. Oh, it's going to motion. It's going to motion. Okay, now I'm swinging. Now you're working back. We're working forward. And we're early here, right? We're in a good spot if we're the defense, because now if it's that same thing where it's 1, 2, I can go ahead and run that alley. I'm going to beat you here. But what are the Bears going to do? We're building off of that play that we ran, right? We're actually just going to run zone that way. And a bunch of things I like on this. We're not going to say, okay, we need our tight end to win this block on the defensive end. No, we're going to let our right tackle work on the defensive end. And we're actually going to let our tight end just work up to the cornerback. That's a little bit more of a positive matchup for our tight end. We talk about the stretch and kind of cut off. Now on the backside here, they're actually going to have this player fold up into here to block that linebacker. And you can see this nice double team. Actually, let's just take a look at the double team. I mean, you are just moving people. You are putting defensive tackles in linebackers' laps. This is not where you want to be if you're a defense. We talked about a bunch of those cutback type runs. But if you win to the front side, just trust your track. Let's look at just what's going on with the running back here. When does he deviate? He doesn't have a deviate at all, right? He is just running through all of this space. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. Let's see how long does it take for the Eagles to get contact on him. I mean, all the way down the field, right? So you can feel all of the things coming together. We talked about stretch and cut. We talked about, all right, let's make plays look the same. Let's make it feel like play action. Let's give you just enough. Now we're just winning straight down the middle. We are knocking guys over. It was a really, really fun day for the Chicago Bears defense, able to get a ton of rush yards, really smart design, by really creative formations, by smart motions. Awesome day for the Bears. Great win for them on Black Friday.